Hey Pilates teachers, it's Linda Lippin here from Pilates Teacher Mastermind VIP and the Pilates Profit Lab, and I am here today to talk to you about kind of a weird trend that I've seen online, which is a lot of like crazy performance Pilates videos. Somehow we seem to think that by putting videos of ourselves doing either kind of crazy hard kind of gymnastic like exercises or just showing people the hardest work possible on any piece of apparatus, that is somehow going to be awesomely inspiring and make people want to work with us. And I have a few things to say about that. So the first thing I have to say about it is, as a Pilates teacher, I've seen all of those exercises beautifully performed by some of the best in the business. I've seen it done live. I've done most of them, if not all of them, at some point in my life and in the last 30 years of my teaching Pilates, and a little more than that of doing Pilates. But even just online over the past decade, I've seen everybody pretty much do everything on every single brand of equipment, in every relationship to gravity. Sometimes, I've seen the horrible videos where people do it inappropriately, using the wrong thing and get hurt or have the equipment fall apart. But I've also seen tons of them done beautifully. I don't need to see you do another teaser. I really don't. I don't need to see another squirrel on the Cadillac. I don't need to see all of these being done all the time. And then, even in Pilates teacher groups, everyone's like, oh, that's so lovely and that's so beautiful. And I'm like, really? Like, have we not all seen this done like 48,000 times already? And it's not that I don't appreciate it and that I don't appreciate that we like do this work and do this work for ourselves as well as other people, but it doesn't actually speak to your ability to teach Pilates. Okay, that's something I want to impress on you. The performance video has nothing to do with your ability to teach Pilates. And sometimes, depending on who your target audience is, those performance videos can actually scare people away, because that's when folks look and they're like, shit, I'll never be able to do that. I can't do Pilates. Or does she think that I'm going to do that at some point in my time doing Pilates with her? Because I'm not. And don't look at me and be like, well, you never know, they might. Because no, like my folks with osteoporosis are never going to do tower and short spine, because they're not. Because they're not going to fracture their vertebrae on my watch, okay? They're going to do lots of other awesome things. They're not ever going to do those. So performance, in a way, and I think we know that from within the studio anyway, because what do we always say to our clients? It's not about actually how the form, it's about the function. It's not about how it looks, it's about how you do it, right? We want people to do things correctly, and then we go out and we do these performance videos of like the hardest, most intricate, choreographed exercises and think that somehow that's going to help draw clients to us, and it simply doesn't. I would like to see more educational videos. I would kind of like to see what kind of modifications of a thing that you're using for your client with the hip replacement, or your client with MS, or your client who's recovering from a stroke, or your client that just had bunion surgery. Like, seriously, like, that's what I'm interested in. I want to hear what you did with those people. I am not so interested in seeing the other stuff. And the other piece of it is that if your clients are looking online and they're looking for a teacher and say they got your name, then wouldn't it be great for them if they're the client who's coming to you because they heard you were great with the hip replacement, or their client or their friend who just had shoulder surgery went to you and had a great outcome, or their friends with back pain are doing really well with you, or their dancer friends are performing better and having less injury due to their work with you, or whatever that is, wouldn't you think that what you would want to be showing in your social media profiles are actually videos of you teaching that? And talking about that and doing things regarding that, since that's actually your ideal clientele and your market. Food for thought here, my friends. So I want you to think about that. I would like to see less of these performing videos. And again, if you're just doing performance videos and throwing them on Pilates teacher websites, why? Because you want us to applaud and say great job? I'm not understanding that. I applaud my clients and say great job when they do awesome and hard things that they couldn't do before, that they can do now since they've been working with me and with the team at Real and with other teachers and doing their stuff. If you're a Pilates professional, you should be able to do teaser on the long box. You should. You should be able to do the long stretch series. I mean, I'm sorry, you may do it beautifully, but you should be able to do it. And your clients who are looking for you, unless you teach Pilates teachers or you teach movement professionals who really want that level of complicated and complex movement, that's not what most folks need to see, right? They need to see and hear how you would be working with them. Remember yesterday's video? It's all about them. It's not about you. So I leave you with that. Have a great rest of your weekend, guys, and I will see you on Monday. Again, I would love to see you over in my Pilates Profit Lab group. Just go to pilatesprofitlab.com to get in on that. And if you're interested in working with me further in any kind of coaching capacity, go over to pilatesteachermastermind.com and check out the VIP program.